Ooh, ah, eh, ooh, ah, eh.
Hey, beat-a-lum-bum, it's the rhythm of the conga drums. It's got a rhythm beat that'll make your feet keep on moving to that rhythm beat. Hey, beat-a-lum-bum, from early morning till the set of the sun. Both young and old just rock and roll to the rhythm of the beat-a-lum-bum.
We party all night and we learn all day. We have symposiums, so you can learn about whatever interests you. You can learn how to play guitar, you can learn how to play ukulele, you can learn how to do dances. And the dances are kind of themed each year. One year we had go-go, one year we had hula. This year we had Appalachian flatfoot dancing to go with the hula-billy theme.
This is a combination of hula and hillbilly, right? So I'm the hillbilly aspect. Flatfoot is a hillbilly dance, people from the hills of Appalachia, and it's the way that you get down with your hoedown. Some people call it a freedom dance because you're free to do whatever you want. There's no rules, and anything you do is right as long as you do it on the beat. We started. My old hen's a good old hen. She lays eggs for the railroad man. Sometime one, sometime two, sometime enough for the whole darn crew. Little chicken cluck and sing. Laid an egg since late last spring. Little chicken cluck and call. Ain't laid an egg since late last fall.
I'm teaching them some very old school traditional Hapa Haole hula. So I taught them how to dance to the song, well-known song, Little Grass Shack. That boy that was dancing in the hula class, not bad. I think we got a ringer, you know?
Now grab a partner, stomp your feet, keep on moving to that rhythm beat. Swing and sway, it's lots of fun to rock and roll to the beat-a-lum-bum. Hey, beat-a-lum-bum, it's the rhythm of the conga drums. It's the latest style, it'll drive you wild, the rhythm of the beat-a-lum-bum.
And then we have cocktail symposiums, so you can learn about history of cocktails or how to make cocktails. This year we had moonshine. We always have a rum one.
Connection between moonshine and tiki is not obvious at first. A lot of people are going to think that there isn't really much of a connection, but it turns out that since the 1790s, there's been moonshine in Hawaii, and it's been around more or less that entire time. It's been illegal sometimes, it's been legal sometimes, it's been in production and out, and now it's back, and we're lucky enough to have some of it here this weekend. Hawaiian moonshine has had all different kinds of ingredients over the years, of pineapples and sugar and taro, but there's always, at the heart of it, is tea. And so it's been around. A lot of American servicemen know okolahau from their days in the 50s and 60s, and back in World War I it was around. And there's even bonded okolahau that might be floating around this weekend.
What we're trying to do is tell people about the history behind a lot of the cocktails that they take for granted every day. Everything from a rum punch to an old fashioned. It has a very good history behind it, has a fascinating history behind it, and it's truly part of the American history. And so what we're doing today is we're doing a combination of giving people the history, and the most important part is we're allowing them to taste the history. And then they can both get the flavor, understand why the spirits are used in these cocktails, and how the cocktails kind of came into existence.
I'm here today walking folks through the terroirs of both rum and tobacco. So our symposium today was for 12 exclusive folks. The 12 folks got to experience barrel samples for Zacapa, along with a beautifully paired cigar that I chose for everybody today, one out of Nicaragua called Padron. I chose a very specific Padron, an Aniversario in 1964. The exclusivo size, what I thought would be good for everybody today, offer them two different styles, a natural and a maduro, which is two different flavor profiles to pair with their Zacapa XO today.
Hey, beat-a-lum-bum, it's the rhythm rhythm of the conga drums. It's the latest style, it'll drive you wild. The rhythm of the beat-lum-bum.
We think about this genre and we kind of explore it in different ways. So there's pinup hair and makeup, for example, and that's something that really appeals to a lot of women. And so we think, well, what's the twist on that? Okay, this year we did a hula billy theme. Let's do the higher the hair, the closer to Tiki gods, and teach women about bouffanting your hair, which is actually a lost art form in a way.
Pretty, pretty, a baby sugar fine. You drive me right out of my mind. When you're in my arms, oh, this I wanna do. Pretty, pretty, I wanna make love to you.
Well, you know the ladies always have the most fabulous and perfectly set do's, so not all the ladies of the modern day know how to do that. So I think this allows the women to be extra feminine and really kick back to that day and age, and then they get to go out at night and just be done and dolled up and ready to go and feel like they're hitting the town.
Where do we stop when we're just doing the font? About a third of the way back on the head. And then you just kind of shake it a little bit. You might need a mirror front and back to get this perfect.
I think with the symposiums, it allows people to actually acknowledge that we're not just here because it looks pretty, because Tiki's pretty, and we're not just here to like booze it until we can't see anymore. What I love that Baby Doe and Otto have set up is that we are actually getting a bit of history involved. And you can see we had a full house. People care about this stuff in a really deep way.
You don't see people really entertaining like this anymore, and I think people miss it a little bit. So hitting a little of everything from decor, lighting, sound, but a lot of recipes, cocktail, and some tips from experts back in the day. I think that people are looking not just for a tropical escape, but also a way to sort of escape into a past that doesn't really exist anymore.
Pretty, pretty, baby sugar fine. Oh, you drive me right out of my mind. Oh, when you're in my arms, oh, this I wanna do. Pretty, pretty, I wanna make love to you. Pretty, pretty, I wanna make love to you.
So we had Eric October this year that did a stamping class. So teaching people, hey, you see the art, why don't you make the art? And so, it's a very open community that we have, and it's just something that I think everybody feels that they can be part of.
Stamping is something that's used in Polynesian cultures for tapa. It's basically a stamping art. So it definitely has a connection with Tiki. So I'm just teaching people how I do stamping, which is using foam and creating stamps like this, inking them, inking them, and then stamping. Today we're doing canvas bags.
My friend and I are very crafty people. We do a lot of sewing and make a lot of Halloween costumes. This is kind of up our alley, just learning how to do this and using the actual materials that you see on the market. It's a great education.
I'm from the Bay Area, so I know about Dr. Sketchy's back home, and I've done it there. It's really, really fun thematically. But I had no idea it would be at this specific convention. So it was a really beautiful surprise, and it was with Marina. I mean, you have the best of both worlds. I get to stare at her for 3 hours. What could possibly go wrong there?
I think it's rather great to be able to do something interactive with the people that come, the guests that come, and it allows them to do something for for the event as well. They feel involved in that manner. So we get to do something and have a nice even exchange. They get to watch as I try to to help them out, to hold still and try to do something for them, and in turn they come up with some really amazing pieces. So it's equally entertaining from both ends.
So the theme was hula billy. Just basically draw what your interpretation of hula billy would be. And in my case, a garden gnome like immediately came to mind, and I thought, well, why wouldn't it be a garden gnome with a hillbilly face and a beautiful hula body? So yeah, she actually had a banjo in place of this, and I thought, oh, it'd be a lot more fun if she had a little buddy along for the ride.
I don't teach personally, so this is the only thing I do annually at Tiki Oasis, to actually teach or provide input in person. A big thing of the class is not just doing the lessons, but it's all about like where you use your pick, what strings you're using, what pedal you're using. It's all the things that get that tone. You know, you can buy a guitar, but you really got to get that Dwayne Eddy sound, or a particular sound of a guitar player, by getting the right components that make that.
So I have a retro slideshow, and I was born to celebrate classic and kitschy American life and style, so that's what I am doing. I go on road trips, I collect other people's old slides, I make wacky foods in the kitchen. So I'm kind of what am I? A photo collector, a food crafter, and a field tripper. Yeah, that's it. Photo collector, vintage slides, food crafter, I make up wacky recipes in the kitchen, and also field tripper, because I like to go on road trips and stuff, of course, don't you?
Ooh, ah, eh, ooh, ah, eh. Ooh, ooh.